Have you seen much about San Diego Comic-Con this year?
So Doctor Who was there.
Oh no.
It's cool. They had like a pop-up exhibit.
Okay.
Probably better than the fucking show.
Did they announce anything, or like has anything happened?
They normally it's a British show, but they go to America and they're like, here's some limited edition stuff.
Yep.
Just for you guys at San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah. It's weird. I honestly, I haven't seen an awful lot. I've seen like Blank Blank has released images for a show or a movie. I'm like,
blank.
It, it used to be such a big event.
They're all dead now.
What, just like in-person events?
Not in-person events, but it's every company wanting to do their own thing.
Oh sure, yeah. But it's not as if there's not like a Disney thing this year, or
Disney aren't even at, I guess. Well, Marvel was always there, but they're not there.
Yeah.
Did Disney go as Disney to San Diego?
There was Tron Ares stuff, I guess.
Whoa.
I actually was cool. They had like the bikes. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
The trailer in the cinema, I was like, oh, this kind of fucks.
Yeah, same.
yeah. But I don't think it's going to be a good movie.
It's scored by, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, but they're saying it's Nine Inch Nails.
Right, okay.
So it's clearly going to be a little different to their scores, but it's still them.
Right. It's very cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, I thought there'd be a lot more news, and there hasn't been.
The thing I thought, because I only watched the Tron Ares trailer probably a few days ago. Mm-hmm. Jared Leto looks CGI'd in it, and I think it's just Jared Leto.
Yeah.
So I think they've cast someone really well based on looks.
Oh, that is quite smart.
Yeah, someone from a virtual world brought to reality. In the same vein that good cast for a vampire as well, I think.
Yeah, Morbius, spectacular casting.
Well, I've not seen it, so
you're missing out on cinema.
But based on looks.
Kid you not, Morbius has one of my favourite title screens for a movie. But it does not match the vibe of Morbius at all. But it's gorgeous.
It's like bats.
No, it's just like this green and purple, neon-y with Morbius at the middle. It's really quite gorgeous.
It sounds like a Scooby-Doo, a title card.
No, it feels like a sci-fi. Like it's a Denis Villeneuve or something like you would expect. That kind of title card.
Something a little bit more, I was going to say pretentious.
Okay. Not like my good old Morbius.
Not like my Morbius superhero movie.
Speaking of superhero movies, welcome to Jurassic Park. I was going to do a 60s.
That was a real switch up.
Yeah.
We already did that one. We're not.
We're going back on.
We'll have to go back to that.
Welcome to Plot to Go. I'm Jack.
I'm Owen.
And this week, episode number 31, we're speaking about Fantastic Four.
I knew that was coming.
You can't say it normally. Marvel's latest movie. I feel like we have spoken about Marvel so much in quick succession. It hasn't been, but...
Well, we talked about Ironheart.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so it has.
And then what?
Thunderbolts. Captain America.
Also, you spoke about Daredevil on the week I wasn't here. And then there was also Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. My God, it has. It's been like a full year for them.
Yeah.
And then nothing now.
I complain about Echo regularly, I think. Or it comes up.
Watched it. Yeah, well, we're back with another film outing. Which I was reminded, I thought the next movie after this is Avengers Doomsday. It's not. It's Spider-Man, because they've switched dates now.
So Brand New Day comes out first, though.
Brand New Day comes out July, so it's a whole year. And then we've got Doomsday in December.
July next year?
Yep.
Which is the same... Is that the same month that The Odyssey comes out?
Yes.
So Tom Holland has two massive, blockbusters.
Yeah, next year's stacked for blockbusters. Supergirl's right before that.
As long as stuff doesn't get pushed.
Yeah. I do wonder if the Odyssey can't be pushed. I was talking about this yesterday, actually. It can't be pushed. They've sold tickets.
Oh.
And they were
You could refund people.
Well... Yeah, but that would be bad, marketing-wise.
I'd get over it.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it should. I don't want that to happen, but like I don't think it would be that much.
You don't think they're going to suffer because of okay. Wait, that's all we're talking about, isn't it? It's Fantastic Four.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
You said that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's all we're talking about.
Oh, that's all we're talking about.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, yeah, we've just established that. That was whiplash.
No, we're going to Jurassic Park again. Congrats.
How sleepy am
I? So we'll dive right in, I guess. We will have a non-spoiler and a spoiler section as always for these big old movies. I feel like there is some stuff. There is definitely stuff.
There's definitely stuff that we can talk
about. If you don't know, The Fantastic Four First Steps, that is the actual title of this movie, is the MCU's first foray into the first family of Marvel. We've had 4 Fantastic Four movies.
Perfect number.
Crazy. No, well, this is the 5th.
Yeah, technically.
So there was a movie in the 90s that wasn't released, but you can watch it. It is available. And then we've had one in 2005. Then a sequel to that.
I think 2007.
And then Fan Four Stick.
2015?
Yes, and now this. The MCU has obtained the rights back, and we're seeing the Marvel version of this, the MCU version. Fantastic Four is set on a different Earth to 616, I guess, the prime Earth in the MCU, and it is fully I guess it's in the 60s. I guess that's never really established, but it is in this retro futuristic world.
Yeah, I always find it weird when there's multiverses and some of them are just like in different times than the other ones, because you'd assume they would all run at the same.
I mean, maybe this is running concurrently, but like because of development and stuff,
so it's like the same year, but they all got started a bit later.
Yeah. This world, is completely doused in this like retrofuturism, and we pick up 4 years into the Fantastic Four. It's not an origin story. They're already established in this world. As far as we're aware, like they're the only superheroes in this world. They are celebrities, beloved by everybody. And we pick up, and Sue Storm is pregnant with a baby. And
did you know this going into this film?
She was pregnant? Yeah, First Steps. It's a pun on like baby first steps.
I had no idea there was a baby in this film.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's very interesting, actually. Did you know trailers and stuff?
Yeah, I watched the trailers. I don't remember there being a freaking... I didn't know.
Yeah, they never show baby. I wonder why. We'll get to that. The plot of this movie kind of revolves around their planet being marked for death by Galactus, and the Fantastic Four have to go and bargain with Galactus to try and save their Earth. But things don't go quite right. This is Fantastic Four. Owen.
First Steps.
Oh, fuck off. It ruins the score. What's your top level thoughts on Fantastic Four?
I really enjoyed it.
Fun.
Which I wasn't expecting to. I think I thought I was going to go in and it was going to be... I mean, it is still just like a superhero movie.
Yeah.
But I think I was expecting to go in and have it be so formulaic that I was just going to be so checked out and not believe anything that was going on.
Yeah.
That's totally not how I felt. I actually really enjoyed, the character dynamics to start with. I think everyone's like really well cast. I actually believe who they are. The film actually kind of got me. I admit, not like I was kind of like emotional watching it, and nothing in that film I think it is supposed to make you feel that way.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
But I felt that. Like I felt that they were a family watching that film. I think it has heart, which I think is weird because of how many projects we've got out of the MCU that have just felt a little bit soulless or cash grabby, or maybe just not maybe directionless is the best phrase for that. because of normally stuff going on behind the scenes, trying to like fit things into a bigger picture and all that. Directors fighting with producers and things, which is funny because this universe was never the one for that. That was never the one that had those struggles to begin with. Like, it was always DC or other, like maybe like Sony or things that had a sort of back and forth with directors and producers trying to like get a vision made, but it never worked out, like Sam Raimi's films and things. I don't know if that ever happened with the X-Men films, like Fox.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
But yeah, I don't think Marvel ever felt like that, and now it feels a little...
I think weirdly, I think Feige's came out and said some stuff recently as well, which is like, do you know what? It was a really well-oiled machine. People can say what they want. I honestly think it's really funny how people have retroactively went back and went, oh, the Iron Man 2 Endgame phase of Marvel is this like cinematic peak now, like of franchise storytelling. At the time, I remember saying that shit, like being like, this is, for what it is, for being a franchise and being like functioning like a TV show, it's so well made. Like the payoff for an Endgame is crazy.
Yeah.
And people are now like retroactively going back and saying that because of the slop we've had since, but people didn't hold that opinion at the time. Ken Feige's came out and said though, since Endgame, I think the higher ups above him, like Bob Iger and stuff from Disney, put so much pressure on them to just pump shit out, and I think he was just stretched thin.
Yeah, I think I remember reading stuff about them just wanting Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
To support their platform and make money and things, and Kevin Feige obviously had to... Kevy. I know I'm on first name nickname basis.
Kevin Feige.
Kevy. My friend Kevin Feige.
Add that to the Pete Mitchell universe.
Pete Mitchell, Kevin Feige. Who was the third person? It was just someone's actual name, I think.
Oh, Sonny Hayes.
Oh, never mind.
So we're going to have our Stan book and our Pete Mitchell book.
Pete Mitchell is the Maverick character.
It's Maverick, yeah.
But not a character in EastEnders. You just said it sounds like a character.
We just said it.
Okay. Because it's so close.
I know.
I think you've already talked about this, but like the theme is excellent. The theme music, and just the kind of the scoring it just sounds like
it's phenomenal.
The 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the film is just layered with that sort of imagery, and like the cartoons that you see as well, or even like a kid's Saturday morning cartoon. The retrofuturism is way more than I was expecting as well.
Oh yeah.
When you go into these films, I think I expect anything that is kind of powerful technology to be in the person's hands that has created the powerful technology. So Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, in my mind, would be the only ones with flying cars. But no, it's the world is steeped in both the visuals of the 60s, but also the high-tech retrofuturism. There's a shot that feels very like original Fantastic Four, the 2000s Fantastic Four, of like crossroads in like a New York street, and you can see all of the cars dotted about, and there's like someone just in like a sphere. They're just in like a glass sphere. It's like, what is
like the balls from Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I think smaller, like a one person sphere.
Like a smart car sphere.
Like a smart car sphere. And I was like, what? How is that useful? Yeah, you can't think about these things too long, because then you're just kind of like, what?
I love that. That's some animator, like CGI artist that's like, I'm gonna have fun.
I'm gonna make a sphere. I don't think I have much more to say about this aside from the fact that I enjoyed it. I don't think there's necessarily the depth to talk about other things, because it is, again, a sort of generic superhero movie. The message of the film is family. That is the sort of the theme of it, and I'd say extended family, based on later points in the film, and kind of I wouldn't call it chosen family. I was gonna say found family. Those are slightly different.
Yeah.
There's some good quotes in the film as well that I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
And there's one that I had ringing around my head. I will not sacrifice this child for this world, but I will not sacrifice this world for my child.
Yeah, I have that written down. There's a point where there's like a montage and it's like a news reporter, and I don't remember what he says. It's something along the lines of all it takes is a few good-willed citizens to shape the world, and it always has. And I really like that.
Yeah, I remember that ring, and you're like, "Ooh,
yeah,
news reporter didn't have to go this hard."
Yeah, I do remember hearing that and being like, "Oh, that's one for the books."
Can you imagine BBC News said that shit?
Yeah, not now.
Oh, sorry, we don't live in this world.
Yeah,
I've seen reviews that are so apt about this, like comparing that world to ours, which is 616. Like the moment when Sue goes out and like gives a little speech, and like everybody is attentive and listening to her, in our universe just started throwing shit at her.
Yeah. I mean, I was sitting there watching that, being like, "This is a little too family friendly."
It works for the universe, though. I think they did a really good job at being like, not only is it 60s, but like the 60s values are still here, like moral values of like the way people hold and conduct themselves.
Well, the wait to hear someone speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, your thoughts?
I'm conflicted on this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I think you were going in higher on this than I was.
Yeah, probably. I really like Matt Shackman, so I had a lot of faith in this. I still do like it. I'm really annoyed that I'm reviewing this because I do want to see it again. I think I've said this about this and Thunderbolts. Weirdly, this is not about Fantastic Four. I think Thunderbolts is the best superhero movie to come out this year, and I did not think I'd say that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which is wild. I don't know. I agree with a lot of things that you said. Positively, the retrofuturism is unbelievable. I think I jokingly said to you, "Oh, I saw like people come out of previews and they're like, this is the best the Marvel movies ever looked." Yeah, it actually might be. Like the practical sets that they have, like every time we went into a new set, I was like scouring the screen.
The opening shot of like the bedroom.
Oh my god. The opening shot of him, he like folds up clothes, you're in this bedroom, gorgeous. You go into a bathroom.
You feel like you're in the space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Little tiny thing of she takes a pregnancy test out, and the pregnancy test is like
retrofuturistic.
Yeah. Fucking brilliant from the start. There's so many sets like that. Like Reed's laboratory, so cool. Especially when you look at like every other iteration we've had of Fantastic Four, they just go like do you know in the first Avenger, Captain America?
Yes.
The like lab that Howard Stark has. It feels like that set, like for all the rest of the Fantastic Fours, they've just like modernized it. It's just like hard steel. Yeah.
It's always like a really simple room that's kind of like just his as well. This felt like a space that they could all sit in.
Yeah.
And they've always treated Reed Richards as like this character that just is incompetent when it comes to like other people. Whereas they still got that message across in this.
Yes, brilliant.
The way that he thinks differently to other people. But he's not just like incapable of conducting himself in a social setting.
Love that like all four of these characters are highly competent in their own ways. And also highly incompetent.
I think it's so cool that they all have things to do in every scene.
Yep.
Because I feel like not that I've seen the other films enough to like recognize that, but there are definitely films where you just have, just in general, characters that just get ignored and forgotten about. And I'm assuming that did happen in those other ones.
Yes, in the 2000s ones, it's the Reed Richards movies.
Yeah.
Or like in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Shout out, Sue gets a moment where, I don't know if you remember this, the Silver Surfer comes down and it's like, I'm gonna destroy your world. Sue goes, it's like the moment Sue gets, because her plot is she's upset that her wedding isn't happening. She's like, why are you doing this to our world? And the Silver Surfer then is like, maybe I shouldn't. Then a missile is launched, and the Silver Surfer protects Sue. That is the only thing that she really gets.
Is that where he raises the board and it goes like...
Yeah, boom. Yeah.
Nice.
In this one, they are all autonomous beings. I also like how you're kind of saying Reed Richards is kind of like neuroatypical in this, and they do that in like such a subtle way, I guess, just in the way that he communicates and stuff. But I like that a fundamental part of his character is that he's highly intellectual when it comes to like brainy shit, but like when it comes to emotions and stuff, he's not. And how that plays out this in the trailer, when he has to like give a conference. Most people in that scene and in most movies would turn away and wouldn't say what happens, but he like just tells everybody because he thinks it's like the morally right thing to do. I'll tell you what happened. But then everybody turns on him because he's actually told the truth. Like, he's unable to read social cues and stuff like that. I thought that was brilliant. Yeah. I agree with you as well. I think every character, every individual character is characterized perfectly. Reed, as I was saying, I think Sue is absolutely brilliant in this. Very cool to center a movie like this around motherhood.
The stuff she does...
Yeah.
Whilst she is like going through it.
Yeah.
Is incredible.
Yes. Very much so. And Vanessa Kirby's... actually, across the board, I've seen some like weird things about people talking about, oh, I like this character and this character, performance-wise, and not X and Y and whatever. I think they all knock out of the park. I don't think there's a weak link.
I have a weak link in mind.
On the 4?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have different
weak links. Or
well, anyway, I hope it's right. The Thing, cool. I think The Thing is the weakest part of this movie, because he has a subplot. This is one of my issues with the movie. This movie feels chopped to shit. It functions. There are clearly massive bits and bobs that are just completely missing from this movie, and it doesn't make sense.
Do you mean that they shot and got rid of, or that they just didn't follow up on?
They shot and they got rid of.
Right.
Because, I mean, they've said as much in interviews and stuff as well. I'm like, oh, that makes sense why that feels so disparate. There's like a... maybe slightly spoilers. I won't touch on that. The Thing's storyline. The Thing has a storyline with Natasha Lyonne. Massive actress. She's in this movie for 2 scenes.
Yep.
And it's really bizarre. It wouldn't be as bizarre if it was just a random actress and they have one scene at the start that I think is really nice, and then they follow up on that a few more times for no reason. It doesnn't go anywhere.
It feels weird. My sorry.
No, go.
My weak link is what's his name that plays Johnny
You
Storm.
were gonna say that.
There was he got given a lot of humor, I think, unfortunately, that just did not work. And also there's just a really bizarre scene, I think, where like the Galactus stuff is about to happen and everything feels quite urgent, and they stand and they're joking around.
He says a quip.
But like the 4 of them are making jokes towards each other. Like they're kind of like dogging on like Johnny Storm in that scene, and there's a really weird thing going on of like, why is everyone fucking around right now? You guys need to get a move on. It's
one of these weird things. I know everybody like gripes on about Marvel humor. This movie's not funny, like, for the majority of it. And there's very little quips. I think they should have just left the quips out. Like, completely. I think it makes sense for Johnny and the Thing. I actually like their back and forth when they have comedic bits, but when there are just like, as you say, like lines that don't particularly work, and it's sad that it falls on them, but it falls on them because that's their characters. It's not given to Sue and Reed.
Yep.
I thought Joseph Quinn was the standout of this.
Wow.
Or him and Vanessa Kirby, I really like the pair of them. I think he brings so much more depth to Johnny than like he has any right to do. I like how they've infused 60s sensibilities in his character. Like he is... This is where I think stuff has still been chopped. he is kind of playboy, but they talk more about that than they show that, and I think there has been some stuff missing
Right.
for them to bring it up in the movie and us not be shown it. It feels there's a like dissonance there. But I think he has a lot of like implicit character development. I think he's the only person really in this movie that has character development, which is a bit of a shame. In that he's trying to prove his intellectual worth in this family, where they're all competent, but he clearly, it's not explicitly said, but he clearly feels like he's the least useful. And he wants to prove himself by showing that he can do something. And I like the way he goes about that, and how it is more like it's so weird talking about spoilers. How it's like humanity based. It's appealing to somebody's humanity in the end.
Sure.
I just really liked his stuff, and I liked that it still felt like Johnny Storm, but like just like dialed back a bit, and not like I like Chris Evans' portrayal in those movies, but it is ridiculous.
It matches his character
in those movies, yeah.
In the time period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because those movies are so 2000. I don't know. I just really liked him here.
Yeah, but I wasn't that big on Johnny Storm. I think Vanessa Kirby is probably the standout. I also really liked The Thing. But I agree with you. Like, he didn't get enough of those B plot scenes that he was given, because I think that was a really strong start.
I know. I wish it went somewhere.
Yeah, and then I think you're right. I think it is just another scene after that, which also makes no sense. By the way.
Yes, it really doesn't make sense.
I'm glad
it's edited wrong.
Yes, it's at the wrong time in the film. Yeah, it's really strange.
It's really weird. I'm like, just place this a scene before, and it makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder how that got missed.
Yeah, it's really, really weird.
Or if they thought that was going to ruin the pacing of the already weirdly paced film.
I think there's something else, which maybe we'll get in spoilers, but like there's a reason that scene's happening, which would make sense, and then he has to appeal to them to go do the thing.
All right.
Just strange. Just
yeah.
I'm glad you said pacing though. This movie's weirdly paced.
It is, yeah.
Really weird.
I think you can feel that within the first 20 minutes of you're like, oh, we're gonna rush through everything. And then, let's say like 30, 40 minutes, because you're like, oh, we'll rush through the start. That makes sense. That sometimes happens. Like, they do the kind of exposition-y stuff. And then
Very well done.
Yes and no. Like, I really liked it because I think they give it like a 60s skin. So you're like, oh, this is like a 60s news report, but it's just like a news report.
Yeah.
So you get through that first 20 minutes of the stuff that you kind of expect, and then you have like another 20 minutes and it's still flying through stuff. And you're just kind of going, oh, we're just going, we're going. And the whole film kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever settles.
I don't know. I think the first half of this movie is actually very, very strong. I like that montage placing it inside the world, because it's one of these things. It's not an origin movie. I actually think this is an origin movie though, weirdly.
What, for them?
Like, it's not them getting their powers and stuff, but it plays out like an origin movie. I don't know if that's just because it's playing out as a formulaic superhero movie, and most of those are origin movies. So but that, like, the movie starts with, if you've seen the trailer, like the Ted Gilbert show, and it's like an in-universe show being like recapping our celebrities that have saved the world, and it's the origin story of them, which I think is great. And as you say, it's that like 60s, like not 4:3, but like that film grainy whatever. And then you go straight into a second montage, which is like the hypest shit in the world. The score's blasting, and it's like Invisible Woman, and she's like defeating a monster, and then like
I can see why you'd say that was well done, because what they did is they made the universe feel lived in.
You feel that you get a sense for this retro futuristic world.
When I was watching that, it made me it reminded me of a conversation I think I had a few weeks ago about Spider-Man No Way Home, where Tom is catching up with the other Spider-Man, and they've done nothing of note since their films, because they only talk about things that happened in their films.
Yeah.
They don't try and like,
God, I never thought about that.
yeah, they don't try and like flesh out a time period between when their films ended and them being in this film.
Yeah.
They could have quite easily just thrown in a couple characters as like Easter eggs, but like it would be interesting to hear which Spider-Man dealt with what and maybe how that's affected them and things. They do none of that. Whereas this film does do the thing of like, this is all the stuff that you've missed, and it actually like establishes a world.
I mean, they cut out John Malkovich was meant to be in this movie.
What?
As I don't know if you catch it. They're like, Reed Richards took down Red Ghost in his.
Yeah. So he's Red Ghost.
So he's Red Ghost, and who knows how that would have played into the movie, or if it would have just been this. He's there at the start, and we get like a full 10-minute fight scene or whatever with him. There is something nice about, as you're saying. Yep, they fought this guy called Red Ghost, and he had monkeys. Cool. Now we don't need to know that, but this world has been lived in, and they have been. There's a reason that they're these celebrities at this point. And then you have like the whole baby stuff. Oh, and in the trailer, the opening line of like the first trailer, is that not like Johnny Storm being like, or the Thing being like, "You're pregnant"?
Oh, it might be. I think I've seen, well, I don't know if I've gone out of my way. I've probably gone out of my way to watch the first trailer, and then the other ones have been on the screen cinema. While we've been in the cinema.
So you just try to ignore it?
Try.
Yeah.
I
mean, you did well.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's much easier to like pay attention to the visuals when you're yapping to someone.
Yeah,
than whatever they're saying.
Fair. And then there's that second montage, which is like baby stuff. It's fun. It is establishing. And you get like Future Foundation and like what all of the characters are kind of doing.
I love the logo for the Future Foundation.
Oh my god, it's so good. The room as well.
Yeah.
Just set design.
Again, like one of those things where you have to completely suspend your disbelief because you're like, oh, the whole world's in on this.
Apart from one country.
I wonder which one. At least twice they go
twice.
Like, this one.
Yep.
This is the.
He's here. He's in this universe. Yeah, and then they go into what I think is the best part of the movie, and I'm shocked I'm saying this because it doesn't take place in any of the nice retro futurism. There's after all this, they have a extended space sequence that there's spacey setup, there's a place they go to, and then there's spacey action after. I thought all of that was fucking fantastic. Like, brilliant.
Wait, say that again.
Wait. Oh, fantastic. Genuinely, I thought the action was so well choreographed. The stakes felt real.
Yes.
Even though it's weird because you know like all these people are gonna survive because the doomsday chair reveal.
To be honest, I didn't know if they were all going to survive.
Really?
There were points where I thought like, oh, maybe they're going to take a chance here and do something that's going to leave an impact. They didn't, obviously. It's a Marvel superhero film. Why would they do that? But there was a couple moments where I was like, oh, maybe they are gonna just take someone out here.
I felt like that until I reminded myself the chairs. That's the annoying thing.
Did they announce all of the cast for the...
Yeah.
I just remember the X-Men announcements.
They announced them, and also they're doing the press tour right now, but they're saying we're filming Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, so,
cool. Yeah, I thought that sequence was brilliant, particularly after they leave the place. Unreal. Oh my god!
I think that's the bit where I was like, oh, they've all got something to do. They're all doing something.
Mm-hmm. We'll get into it. Yeah.
They also like... I think one of the most underutilized people in the originals is the Thing, because he does just like smash things, and I think in Fant Four Stick, the one from like a decade ago, he's supposed to be like a useful pilot, but it's never like
in all of them. That's the case.
This is the only one where he's like doing his job as the pilot.
I also love as well that again never really addressed, but they have built things for him.
Right.
Like when he's pulling levers and stuff, it's his shaped hands.
Right. Never
like
actually
little
noticed
things of that, or like even just things of he's tailored a lot in this.
Yeah,
Like
because there's a point in the credits where he's shirtless. I don't know if you
oh,
know.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, and I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that never happened in this film.
Yeah.
But that's always how he's been in the other ones.
Oh, that's so interesting.
But he's always tailored in this.
And look, that all makes total sense. You don't need to like explain that. Johnny's clothes always staying on him. It's like, well, clearly Reed at some point has made him flame resistant clothing.
Yeah.
That's why he's always wearing the same like white t-shirt, blue trousers.
Yeah. There was a point they're all at the dinner table in the beginning, and all of them are wearing like normal clothes, but Johnny's sitting in his like Fantastic Four, stuck with the four on his chest.
Yeah.
I never noticed the different things the handles made for the thing, but I was paying close attention to how he was like picking things up.
Yes. Yep.
And when he's like moving the cookies with like two massive
Yeah.
fingers.
It's so good.
Yeah.
The costuming as well is just across the board phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything to do with production design and costuming, makeup, hair, all of that.
Lighting.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I want that. This is how every room should be lit.
Mm-hmm. Ever.
No big lights.
No big lights.
Lamps everywhere.
Sure.
Thank
no big
you.
lights.
It's a studio. I guess my negatives about this film are, I think it's too short. I don't say that about a lot of Marvel movies.
That's because of the pacing, though, surely.
So a few things. Pacing, which after all that shit that I said that I liked, there is a real big dip, and it's like stuff that just doesn't like. They're trying to solve how. They're trying to figure out how to defeat this threat. That stuff's interesting, and it's also interesting that they come up with stuff and fail, or like it's not. We've come up with a solution, and the solution works.
The solutions are bold as well.
Yeah, it's really interesting. 'Cause you feel that they're like desperate.
Yeah.
But then all the like kind of sides, it just slows right down, and there's nothing wrong with like slower pacing, but it kills the momentum, and I don't think anything that interesting happens.
Is this when you get back from space?
Yeah. Yes. So a lot of the side plot stuff.
A lot of it. Half of it somehow.
The little bits. And it plays into my other criticism. I love all the individual castings. I don't think they come across the family all that well.
No, I disagree.
I don't think they pair them up enough or give dynamics between them. I don't know what... I think Sue and Reed have a really interesting dynamic, and I think if I was to push it, The Thing and Human Torch have a banter. The other dynamics just... There's a scene with Reed and Johnny, and there's meant to be some sort of tension there, but that's not really expanded upon. Sue and Johnny also, they're siblings. They have one scene together that kind of
That's the one I think is the weakest.
Sue and Johnny.
Yeah, because I think even though they didn't pair them up enough, and every scene that they were together, the way that they spoke to each other, I really felt like they were a family. Just that, like, you could just feel like shared history. Like, you know the opening scene where like the Thing looks at Sue and can tell that she's pregnant. Like,
Great
I could
scene.
feel all of that throughout the film between all of them.
God, I don't feel that way at all.
There's the bit at the end that we can't spoil, but there's just like I didn't feel anything between.
Yes, between Johnny and Sue. Same. And I'm a crier. I should have been like, oh.
Yeah.
That's when I do like Joseph Quinn in this movie, but that's when I was like, oh, that you need to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not to say that a movie needs to function by like pairing people off and getting all them dynamics, but I think when I compare this to other Team Origin movies, so like the Avengers, Guardians, even the Thunderbolts to some extent, I feel they are more well knit than this group. Like the Avengers has a distinct dynamic, so does like Guardians. Here, I just don't know what it is. I just didn't feel like they.
And this is where you're saying the film should be longer.
Because it can
then you
flesh out those dynamics just a little bit more. Again, I am not saying that I need like 2 more Sue and Johnny scenes, but like even if it's more of those family scenes or like fleshing out why Reed and Johnny are like a little bit at odds. It wasn't even that. Like in this movie, it's just about him modifying a suit. That's the scene that Reed and Johnny get, and it's there's nothing there. It's like it feels very like substanceless.
I feel like their relationship is probably them having the weakest relationship. Do you know, like...
Sure.
I don't think there's much going on between them anyway, so it feels more like in a family where, like, you have, like, a dad and, like, the daughter's, like, boyfriend or something. Like, it's like... There's just nothing going on there.
but, like, that's not compelling to watch.
No, you're right, it's not. That's why we didn't see anything.
I think it plays into the larger fact as well that none of the characters really grow. Like, you could have sown some sort of conflict between the two of them and then have them grow together or something like that. It just feels very, like, flat.
Yeah, all of this is something that the 2005 film did a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sucks. They just feel a lot more personable together. There's serrated edges between people, and they grow together, which I guess, you know, that's partially because this isn't an origin movie, so that they aren't in those movies. They're dealing with the shit that's happened to them, and that changing their dynamics with the people, because they're both different people now essentially. But then again, even in like Silver Surfer, they have still found a way to like sow conflict and stuff in.
Yeah, it's definitely missing that. I really felt them being a family.
So no, I don't know. I just think after that first scene, it doesn't really get there.
Back to that.
What I will say is, I think, as you said earlier, not found family, but chosen family.
Yeah.
I think the idea of family, while I don't... It's told to us with these four, but I think it's felt with them and the world with them.
Yeah.
And that being the family dynamic. And I think that's really cool. I just wish I felt it more with this team. Because, like, the team is what's going to move forward. And I'm more excited to see how the Thunderbolts interact with, like, Sam Wilson than these four interact with, like, Sam Wilson's Avengers.
I'm so interested to see how that goes down, because all the Thunderbolts have lived in that universe, whereas like these four with their like really almost like black and white family values of like just the goodness of them, and like a world that's just a little bit more murky and has been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see the.
Did you guys have the snap? What?
The what? Is that a dance?
Yes, the jazz. That's so dumb. We haven't spoke about the villains at all in this.
Should we just go to spoilers?
Do you wanna?
I think so. I think it's about time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any wrap up non-spoiler thoughts?
It's gonna be like an extended thing of me just sighing, trying to figure out if I do it. I don't think I have anything else to add to that.
Would you recommend the movie?
Yes.
In IMAX?
Yes.
Yeah. I also would. I think it's worth seeing. I think I come out of this slightly more disappointed because I'm so in love with how this looks. Like, so in love with how this looks. And also how it sounds. Like, the score, the production, like, every technical craft is so good. And it being the most, like, predictable story where I don't, like, love the characters is just so frustrating.
You're right, but, well, it is predictable, but we thought it was going to be unpredictable.
I know. Somebody made a... I'll get this. Should we just go spoilers right now?
Well, let's just... Alright, okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Why do you feel like that?
You were like... I was like, should we do spoilers? You slowed it right down. You were like, do you have any wrap-up thoughts?
Well, yeah. And then I'm like, ramping it back up.
We need spoilers now.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Fuck.
Sorry.
Oh, no, yeah. So...
Spoilers.
Yeah. We thought that this movie was going to end in tragedy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they included that Thunderbolts post-credit scene. It's just weird.
So that surely the film is now Avengers Doomsday is gonna open
with that.
With Fantastic Four, and then doing stuff, and then diving over to this multiverse.
I think the scenes we've seen are scenes from Doomsday.
Yeah, that one.
Both of them.
Oh.
I think they're just. I think it's what movie was it that had it? The Civil War scene, that was just from Civil War.
What is the Civil War?
Do you know where Cap and Bucky and Falcon are in that like garage?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that was 10 years ago.
Fuck.
Almost. But well, Civil War was 2016. I don't know what the film was that had that.
Yeah, would it be Ant-Man?
In 2015.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Wow. Yeah. So I listened to a podcast that made a great point about this. If this movie had ended the way we said it, where like their world was destroyed, they were escaping, and it's really interesting. I wonder if the film wants you to think that, and thereby that builds tension, because there's a point in the movie where Reed goes, parallel universes exist, and we're all, so you're like already
you kind of wonder if he's thinking without saying like, oh, just shoot us all over to parallel universe.
Yeah. But if this movie had ended in tragedy, you ruin all 4 of these characters for the rest of the MCU.
Why? Because
they suddenly have to bear the weight of losing their entire world, like all of them being killed.
Mm-hmm.
So suddenly you're like, John, like if you have Johnny being like quippy and all this, it doesn't work when you know that they are bearing the weight that they are. Mm-hmm. They've abandoned a planet to like be destroyed. And I thought it was interesting, like if this is trying to be a semi reboot or semi like restart for the universe, where like people can hop in on this and be like, I like the Fantastic Four, I'm watching the Fantastic Four movies, and suddenly the next Fantastic Four movie is they're all dour and shit. It's not particularly interesting to watch.
I do think you can juggle that as well though, because there's enough characters in the MCU that have dealt with tragedy that are still fun and quippy after the fact. I understand that it's a whole planet.
Yeah.
Thor had that. Like,
yeah, but that's like played for comedy.
Yeah, but you can you can still manage it. You can have it like him being quippy, and then behind the scenes he's just like or any of them are just like miserable.
But also like Love and Thunder does not address the fact that like we end up just ignoring it and go, oh, that's a bad movie.
Let's ignore Love and Thunder. Yeah, I think you could still handle that. But I think the more important thing is the point that you made of like, if someone just wants to watch the Fantastic Four,
yeah,
it would be nice. I think they are bringing them into the mainline universe or whatever, but it'd be nice if they had just stayed in their own universe and could hop over.
I saw an interesting theory that their universe becomes the universe that we follow.
God, well, Secret Wars is what Doomsday and stuff is based on. Which is like the collapse of the multiverse. Mm-hmm. So is the idea that we lose our original universe and end up in
possibly
60s retrofuturism?
I don't know how many Earths we're dealing with, because now you have Fantastic Four, which is definitively not the same universe as the original X-Men. And then we have the original X-Men, and then we were talking the other day about how if all these original X-Men are coming back in Logan, they're all dead. So are we going pre-Logan, that world, or are they
another universe
to the yeah? I have no faith in Doomsday.
That's worrying, isn't it?
Yeah. Where do you want to go in spoilers? Do you want to start with the villains?
Let me see.
Shalabal. My name is Shalabal.
Do you think... I forgot about the Silver Surfer.
In this movie?
Just in our conversation, I was thinking about like Galactus and...
Oh.
I think it's interesting, the like Silver Surfer board stuff that Johnny kept mentioning. And I don't know if that's going to come back or if that was more like just a joke or if it was like an Easter egg to Rise of the Silver Surfer. Like, he keeps talking about like, is the board the same as the person? Like, is it the same entity? And that comes up like 2 or 3 times in this film. So I don't know if anything's gonna come of that.
That was the joke that I didn't like.
Oh really?
Yeah, when like Galactus and everything's going to shit and he like loses all his oxygen and then is like, oh, it's not part of your body.
I like that.
Oh god.
It's like him just trying to make a fucking point while he's running out of breath.
I loved her. I thought she was fucking fantastic. I go, no, not again. I thought she was brilliant. Performance, incredible. I think this movie looks great across the board. I think there's some clunky CGI. Cough, cough, baby. But I think...
We've seen 2 CGI babies this week.
Wait. What's the other CGI baby?
Children of Men is a CGI baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both bad.
You can't do a good CGI baby. Yeah. It's not possible.
Just give birth.
Just give birth for real.
Come on. Yeah. I think her CGI is phenomenal. I for what it is, I think...
At the end of the film, I think it gets better. I think weirdly, the more close-ups they do with her, the better it looks.
Close-up's gorgeous.
Yeah.
When Johnny grabs her board and like his reflection's in her and it's warped and stuff. I think just the nature of that character, that is always going to be really fucking difficult to do because it's just reflections all the time. And if you have so many light sources, especially in that Times Square scene, to handle that on her body is really difficult. And I think they make it look really cool. I thought she was just really compelling. Kind of works into what I was saying earlier though. I think there's stuff missing from her, especially in the back half, because you know when she saves the day, like Johnny goes out of the way and she kicks Galactus, whatever.
Yeah.
Samuel was like, oh, I saw that coming, you know, she went away and I knew she was going to do that. And in my head I was like, but it's obvious now that I've seen it, but she's so not in the movie for a bit. I
forgot about it. Honestly, I don't think I loved the Silver Surfer. I think she's better than the last one because they actually give her some level of depth.
Yeah.
But I think because they almost give her none, then that's why I don't find her all that compelling. Like, they do the thing of we get a flashback, and it's nice to have like an actual story given to like why she is like this. And I think her performance, again, towards the end of the film was quite good. Like,
not the start. I herald your beginning.
It's so like generic, like.
Don't you dare!
It is. It is.
But that line delivery is great.
Oh no, like it's ringing in my ears. But that's probably because I've heard you do it like 5 times in the last day. It's a good bit in the trailers as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's definitely stuff missing for her.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that was a point where I was like, are we losing Johnny? Like I genuinely thought that could happen. Yeah. And then she comes out of nowhere and I'm like, oh yeah, you're in the
I felt the exact same way.
Yeah.
There needed to be a little bit more from when Johnny does that really cool scene where like plays all the messages. From that to the end, there's something missing, it feels like. I more so just enjoy her as like the like ancillary villain, I guess, like the henchman person. Yeah. All of her action scenes are fucking so cool.
When she flies away, it's really cool.
Yep.
Like the Herald, the beginning bit where she like goes through the helicopters.
Yep.
But they don't make a massive thing about it. No. She just does it.
Yeah.
And then you have to watch Johnny go like around them.
So good.
Yeah.
The entire space sequence when she's like surfing the waves of like stardust and it looks so good. It's so good.
I love like that's just like a thing that they have in the sky that they can do. Like Reed's just figured out how to do like create a wormhole. He's just like that smart.
Oh yeah, that's it. Felt like they were coming up with an intellectual solution of, oh yeah, if we get close enough, it'll time dilate her by at least a month. Like cool, really cool. And I think what sucks, I don't know if you felt this way, is having that be the centerpiece of the movie and it be so good. And as you said earlier, like all four of them have something to do.
Yeah.
Love the bit where I was going to bring this up earlier, where Reed goes, "Kill her, Johnny." I don't know how many other characters of the MCU would be like, "Go kill the thing."
Yeah.
Which is cool to see, like, if that introduces moral conflict between other people.
I'm assuming you know this, but there's a bad version of Reed Richards in the comics.
Oh, sure.
He's called like the Maker, I think.
Yeah.
And I saw before we started this, literally, like probably seconds before we started recording on Instagram, they're talking about Reed Richards being like the main, like the forefront of the MCU.
Yep.
Almost like the leader of everything that's going on. Which could be so interesting if they have a character who is just like morally a bit different from everyone else, like, can be a bit darker, and if they introduce like the even worse version of Reed Richards.
That's cool.
Especially because both David Tennant and Matt Smith were in the running for Reed Richards.
For this Reed Richards?
For this Reed Richards.
Oh.
And I saw somebody say that Matt Smith make an excellent The Maker, which is true. I don't know if I'd want them to have a different looking Reed Richards.
No,
or just
yeah.
Pedro Pascal.
I think Pedro could also do it.
Yeah.
Well. What were we...
Sorry, I took us away from that. You were talking about that centerpiece.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So well done. Johnny's doing that, Reed's doing that, things being intelligent, actually piloting it, and then Sue giving birth. There's a great line that she has. It's where Reed's like, "It'll die later by a month," and she's like,
"Well, more than me."
More than me. I was so annoyed. I saw this opening night in a massive crowd, and I was the only one to laugh at that joke. Guys, it's a pregnancy joke.
All the men are like, "What?
What?"
Football.
But the ending scene, while I like seeing them use their powers and stuff, it feels very much like Punch harder. I get that, like, it's a mother's love and like she'd do anything for her child, and I like that Sue's like, she finds this like strength within her, but they just like all like punch him into the hole, and there's no like real intellectual, there's not like a real intellectual solution like the centerpiece was.
Right.
It just felt like she was doing this and now she's like, do it more.
I suppose the intellectual solution was the plan that they made to begin with, and this was them flailing to make it work. Yeah, I think it's punch harder. It's a mindset, Jack.
Okay.
Yeah. I see your point, but I do like that Sue finds that strength within her.
Yeah.
And essentially uses like her life force to shift him. Yeah, the others, I can't remember what they're doing at that point.
That's why it's like, the Thing knocks down a building. That's all he does.
I do think that's cool, because that's the thing that Galactus was holding on to.
Yeah, it's cool, but I don't think it's utilised all that well. Same with Reed.
Yeah, what is he doing there?
Like, I don't know. There is a cool bit where he's like gonna snap, which I thought was horrifying to watch.
Yep. I just firmly in the spot of like, Mr. Fantastic will never look good on screen.
I thought you were gonna say this. Yeah.
The best shot of him doing all that stuff is actually the one from like the first trailer, the slow mo.
Where he's like going through the It
looks best in slow motion. I think there's just something about it to like the human eye that just looks a bit weird.
Do you remember when he's in his lab and he just stretches across and grabs something? I thought that looked really good.
It probably looked that good. I didn't even...
Yeah, clock it.
Yeah. The only part I remember where he's like naturally doing it is like on the blackboard.
Oh yeah.
Kids, who wants to see an explosion?
So good.
Yeah.
There's something special in those montages.
Yeah.
Like, really, I love them. I don't... What else spoilery? The post-credit scene. I don't know if you want to go there.
The baby in general. What are
Franklin's
abilities? I don't remember this.
Bring people back from the dead.
But like, he's more than that, right?
He's like, in the comics, is he like an Omega level X-Men?
Oh, he might be. Yeah, he might be. There's 2 kids in the comics as well.
Oh.
He's got a sister.
Fantastic Four, second steps. New baby.
And I don't think they're that far apart. Like, he's 4 in this.
In
the post credits, and there's not another baby in sight. So, I don't know what the decision is.
I immediately, when I saw this with Samuel, I was like, I swear, if we use this baby to resurrect fucking characters.
Oh.
No, I don't need it.
Yeah, I do feel like that undercuts just everything.
Everything, yeah. Oh my god, sorry, we didn't talk about Herbie. One of the funniest moments in the movie for me is Galactus spots the baby again, cuts to Herbie in the place going like me, 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 me. Galactus just... There are good bits of humor in the movie.
Herbie's like a funny, like, the retrofuturism thing is funny because you're like, how would that make any sense? Like, his face is the cassette tape thing that runs him.
Yep.
And it's like a weird shape. Well, you can tell by the writing on it. Home.
And
space.
Literally went, oh, genius.
Why?
It's just so cool.
Because he doesn't function any differently in the two places.
He does. In space, he's like...
Sorry, he's collecting samples in space.
Yeah, go collect samples.
It just is like a little robot that does stuff. Like, it's weird.
Incredible.
That there's 2 different cassette tapes for it.
But no, it's not.
Why?
Your programming would be different if you went to space.
Why can't you just have one big cassette tape?
Because cassettes don't hold that much, Owen.
Oh, of course, of course. But they hold enough for the home part.
For the whole
space
home
part.
and the space
Sorry,
part.
silly me.
Yeah, idiot. What did you think of Galactus in general? The design and stuff?
I think I heard, obviously you saw this 2 days before I did, and I saw you and you were talking about it, and yeah, I think they did a pretty good job of, like, you spot on. I don't think the facial animation was all that good.
Oh. It's practical. Did you know that?
His face is practical because it looks like
Ralph Ineson, if that's his name, I think, wore a suit.
in the spaceship. He looks like PS2-y.
Huh.
Like, he looks better on Earth, I think.
Huh.
So maybe it's just something looking funny to me, because if that's real, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the design was pretty spot on.
I liked as well how there are comic versions of this, but he goes in a ship instead of like chomping. I liked that it feels a little realer.
Yeah.
More real.
Yeah, the ship must break the stuff down for him to
feed.
Consume.
I also, sure, he's one note. I imagine that character is just one note in the comics. I think they do a fine enough description of, I want the child so I can rid myself of this, like, burden that's been placed.
At least something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was enough.
Yeah. And yeah, he's passing it on to the child.
Yeah.
Because it was
He's got the power cosmic in him.
The power cosmic. There was a point I thought he just wanted the child to, like, help get rid of it and not give it to the child. And I was like, oh, well, everyone's probably in the same boat there. Like, that's
then
fine.
help him.
Just everyone make friends. That's what this film's about, no? Chosen family.
No, it's family, not friends.
Oh, shit. Oops.
Friends with Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah. They've had really good messages in superhero films this year.
Yeah, I saw, there was a cool Instagram post that was like, like, look after your friends, be a kind person, and love your family.
Yeah. The 60s.
Truly. If only our world reflected this.
Okay. How are they going to do the Avengers?
Oh, right, okay. Can we speak about the post-credit scene, which will lead into that?
Yeah.
Because I have a real big gripe,
Okay.
and it makes me enjoy this movie way more. The post-credit scene looks bad, and it made me go, oh, fuck. Matt Shackman really spent time with colouring, lighting, the way it all looked, because it was the same set, but it looked like it got the MCU grey filter over it, and I genuinely was like, why? You have this glorious world, and it's been muted.
Did you feel the same when we watched Thunderbolts?
Like that muted color.
It's not muted that I was thinking. It's like pale.
It's got like a grey sheen over it.
The end of the Thunderbolts, and they can have the opposite actually, colouring wise, but like it's shot like really. It was like a TV show.
Mm. And I don't harbour bad feelings towards the Russo's Marvel movies. There are other movies. Go check our Electric State review.
Yeah.
I actually think they are competent. I think The Winter Soldier is so well shot, and that colouring works for that movie.
Yeah.
And I also think the difference between Infinity War and Endgame, there's a difference in colouring. I guess it was just this one scene, but I noticed it, and I knew the post-credit scene was directed by the Russos, and it just made me immediately clock, I don't know. But it made me appreciate there was a lot of time that was spent on colouring and making sure the set felt like there was it was communicated across to an audience that this was a different world.
It's funny how they keep doing these, like they're shooting Doomsday without a finished script, and they keep putting these post credits at the end of these films, which means they're locking themselves into how like the beats that they have to hit, like for that film.
I mean, they're starting beats. You'd hope.
Yeah, but like if you make a change towards the end of the film and you go, oh, we need to backtrack how we do this, and like it goes back far enough, you might be like, we've locked ourselves in some way. If you think it would be better to introduce them at a different point, or the Thunderbolts get involved in a different way, like all these things are affected by you going, oh, this is how we're doing it from the get go.
So your question was Avengers how?
Yeah, I just want to follow up on that. If you had any more thoughts about it.
They have not. It's really odd because as much as I haven't like adored this movie, I really liked it, and I think this and Thunderbolts paired together are a really strong step in the right direction. I know we've had like Daredevil and Ironheart, and Spider-Man something, but Daredevil and Ironheart were pre this rejig, this reshift for Marvel. Both of these projects have been after, or like at least Fantastic Four was. I think Thunderbolts maybe got caught in the middle of that, but they gave it to like a director that had a vision, and I feel like they must have trusted him, because it feels like between that and this, it feels like they're on an upwards trajectory of like feeling a little bit new and distinct, and like they're trusting people. And then you go, oh, I'm actually really looking forward to how they like culminate and are looking to build towards this project, and you realize that what's the next thing. But we've had so much slop before this that hasn't done anything to build towards it. So I wish there was something in between that was setting the Avengers up, like Kamala.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
No.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be like another film. But what the fuck would that be? Because you can't. Sorry, another film now, and like in retrospect.
Yes, yeah.
Of like, now we need to do something. There needs to be something else, but I don't know what you'd make that, because it's not an Avengers movie, because you don't want it to be the Avengers movie. I think it should
be an Avengers movie.
So you want to set up Avengers movie.
Well, because we don't have an Avengers team.
Yeah, but that, like what I'm saying is like, no, like whatever it is, you can't call it an Avengers movie because no one wants to go watch the setup Avengers movie. Like it needs to be like a Civil War.
Yeah, okay.
But then, which character do you center the film around to then
Kamala.
make that happen?
And you have Kamala being pulled between Sam and Carol.
Do you think she'd be pulled between Sam and Carol?
Yeah.
Where's
what happens? Oh no, because Kamala's with Carol at the end. No, she wouldn't.
You could do Spider-Man. I don't want Brand New Day to have anything to do with that though.
No. It's a weird place for that movie though.
Yeah.
But I actually think it's okay if that movie just does its own thing, kind of like this, and then there's a post-credit thing.
It's been so long since the last one. And by the time it's come out, it's been 5 years. Almost.
I don't know. This movie's going to have to be so long as well. Do you know what? I actually don't think I would be concerned about it. If they hadn't done that fucking chair reveal and revealed it's mainly the X-Men. Because I'm like, what? You're setting up teams that never interact with each other, Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four, a team that has not been set up in the Avengers, and we're also going to introduce the old X-Men to like wrap up their stories again. How the fuck are you pulling that off in a movie?
You just gotta have faith, Jack. Gotta be like me, you just gotta have faith in the Russo
Do you have
brothers.
faith?
No. No. No, it's fucked.
I haven't checked this up, so I don't know. But there was a November slot for a movie for Marvel that they kept on like a film distribution. Like they have that slot. Nothing's ever filled it. I don't know why it's still there.
So there could be a surprise film comes in this year in November.
But like I feel like people would have heard about it.
Yeah, sure, that would have leaked. They're not good at keeping stuff quiet.
I don't know. And then you also have to set up Doom.
Nah, you don't apparently. To be fair, we basically didn't get Thanos set up. Just to be devil's advocate for a minute.
Yeah, but that was the Thanos movie.
You're right. All the characters were set up prior.
Yeah.
They're so fucked.
Yeah, I don't see a way that this is becoming like a clean, good movie. I think the best they could do is scramble some setup to have Secret Wars be good.
That's where my head's also at.
Yeah. But they need it to be good because you can't have Doomsday flop and people be like, oh, it's not worth going to see. I don't understand half the characters, the things going on.
Is the next one called Secret Wars?
No, the next one's Doomsday.
No, the one after that.
Oh yeah, Secret Wars. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
The only thing I think I didn't mention, because I don't want to talk about it in depth, like spoilers, is the amount that Sue does while she's, a lot of it when she's pregnant or like giving birth. Like the part where she just whams Silver Surfer off of the board, that's all her. She's giving birth and she literally just like slams her into a wall. And I don't know, it's just like an unreal moment. She turns the whole ship invisible while she's giving birth. Like,
I love it though. That plays into like, do you know like the stories of women when they're giving birth and they grab somebody's hand and like people's hands after like similar sort of thing. She like taps into this ungodly strength.
Yeah, like, also like a woman lifting car because like something's like baby trapped under it. Or
that was the thing when that wasn't a woman.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The 50% of the B plot.
Oh right, yeah. What the fuck was that?
Oh yeah.
So we get a scene where like Ben Grimm meets this woman. This woman clearly like has a thing from, and I think what the purpose of this story is, you can agree or disagree, is that he's grown comfortable enough in his skin as the Thing that he's able to like put himself out there as a normal life now, and maybe go find love in somebody who will love him for how he looks now. I think that's the point of it. But then there's no follow up to that at all. And as you say, we get the mole man scene. So everybody's going underground. I somehow like this and don't like this. I think it's great, especially when compared to Superman, where you're like, they have a solution for how everybody gets out of the city. And it's smart and it's comic booky.
I like
great.
how the main characters go like, yeah, whatever the plan is here, like there's gonna be some people that die.
Yep.
They're gonna get in the way. So how do we deal with that? Smart.
Really smart, because Superman's also comic booky and whatever, but I think part of that movie, you do go and you look at the destruction of Metropolis and you go, you have killed a lot of people, surely. So I like that. But I also think Mole Man wasn't set up enough. I think it's just random. But then you get, so everybody is down underneath. You see everybody get off the buses. And then Ben Grimm goes to a synagogue.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and it's full of people.
It's full of people. And he's like, yeah, you got it back.
I don't think he says that to her.
Does he not?
I think she, she goes like, "Why did you come?" And he was like, "I just wanted to see you."
Oh, that's even worse.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and then she's never in the movie again, is she?
No.
I don't
think so. It's really weird, actually.
It's really weird. Yeah.
That's probably the weakest part of that film.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very strange. Had a lot of fun, though, with this.
Yeah,
I do want to see it again. Where would you rank it Marvel-wise?
I think it's definitely up there for me.
Yeah?
Not nowhere near like top 10 or anything. It's definitely the top half.
Okay.
I think that's quite easy.
Yeah, I also would say it's top half, and that's me not. I think that is easy.
Yeah.
Comparatively to like other like recent movies, what we're around.
I actually do think it's stronger than Superman. Because Superman is like such a conflicting one.
Yeah.
And then Thunderbolts, I enjoyed it more than Thunderbolts, but I think Thunderbolts is probably a stronger film.
Yep.
Was there a fourth film that we watched this year?
Captain America.
Oh. And Captain America's peak, it's right up here. It's definitely not a fall from grace for a trilogy that was excellent. It's definitely. Yeah, no.
I hate that movie.
It's so bad.
Yep. I hate it when we reviewed it. The more we have left it, I'm like, I don't ever want to rewatch that.
Me too.
And I was thinking, oh, you probably want to start to a Road to Doomsday like now.
Yeah. Like a year in advance.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, the slot that you have to get through is
There's a lot of it.
Yeah.
The MCU is like a bell curve.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, it's the bell curve.
That sucks.
I wanted to ask, compare this to the Marvels. Where do you sit?
This is better than the Marvels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curious.
The Marvels got too much hate as well.
That's why I asked. Because I know you liked it.
Yeah, I did like the Marvels. It's also like the Marvels is really short, and I think it works because it's really short. Maybe not in a similar way to this, where this could have been longer. Although I don't know if I wanted it to be longer. I think maybe instead of fleshing out the stuff that they didn't flesh out, they could have just cut things that just didn't need to be there. Either way might have worked.
Yeah. I don't know, I just could have used a little bit longer. I think it would have helped with the pacing as well. I am curious to see if I feel a little higher on it though when I rewatch it.
After your expectations are like gone?
I don't know, it's not that I had I don't know. I don't know. I just left it and I was like, I can't quite put my finger on the criticism, but I think it's the family stuff. So who knows? If you've seen Fantastic Four, let us know what you thought.
Or don't.
Or don't. I don't control your life.
Yeah. You do you, boo.
That's a very me thing. Shall we do a question, Owen? Do you have a question?
Nah.
You don't?
No, I do have a question.
Whoa, that would have been scary.
Plot twist. Talk about subversive.
The question is invisible. Oh, I should have mentioned the way that their powers look. Sue's great. Johnny Storm's, the lens flares when he's like flying. Great use of like cinematic language to like showcase their powers. Loved it.
Good.
Yeah.
I do think Sue's again was the standout.
Yeah.
The rainbows, like, just awesome.
It looks great.
Yeah.
So good.
The question, I think you'll like it because I've already read what the first tiny bit, just as I said that. Lady Bird, brackets 2017. I'm assuming that's the only Lady Bird. Is considered a love letter by director Greta Gerwig to her hometown of Sacramento. What would be included in the film that you would be directing about Scotland / Edinburgh? What would be the plot? Who would be the cast?
Thank God I didn't say like our actual hometowns.
I mean, you could like.
No, I also want to
reveal where we
I
are.
live.
Yeah, but like a town is so.
Nah.
There's not going to be like a pilgrimage to find.
I'm cutting that out. I'm blanking that out. You bitch.
You just bleep that one bit.
No, because it means that I have to find a bleep audio. Fuck that.
Well, then just dead in the audio. Just like cut the.
Don't you dare tell me how to edit.
All right. Well then, but like I think part of this conversation is like local things.
But I don't want to do that.
Is there anything in Edinburgh that you would want to include?
I don't really want to do
the question. You don't want to make the film about your life or like any love letter to.
It's a love letter. That's not like a film about my own life. A love letter to Edinburgh.
Yeah, but there'd be parts of your life in that love letter. Because you write about what you know. So there would be like bits of you in it.
Oh, great.
I mean the university I'd maybe include in somewhere or another.
So you do a little university tale.
Maybe.
Cute.
Thanks.
I don't know, just make mine train spotting.
Oh yeah, because you really know how to write that.
Oh, I could.
Captain Junkie over here. What would I include?
I have no idea how to answer this.
I definitely like have like a scenic part. There'd be like a bit in the film where things get a bit quieter, and it'd be one of the hills of Edinburgh, I would think. Blackford or Calton or something. Well, why are you? What's so funny?
Nothing. This is nice.
It is nice, yeah.
Oh, it's a nature documentary about the hills of Edinburgh. Maybe mine would be like Ting Tai. There'd be a scene in Ting Tai.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know, is an incredible restaurant in Edinburgh that I love. Mm-hmm. So there'd be a scene there.
We are writing about what we know.
Yeah, I don't like. This is a difficult. Like,
yeah, it's a difficult question. What would be included in the film?
I like
the tourists.
No.
Be like someone just trying to struggling to walk up and down Princess Street. Yeah, that's the whole film.
That's a great movie one.
It's the whole film.
Yeah. There's a Lothian bus segment where the buses don't arrive on time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a bit of just like the struggle with the buses.
Yeah. This is going to be directed by Jim Jarmusch, and it's going to just be a Pattinson kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. People riding the bus, going to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Walking around the city, going to hills.
Getting thrown up on the bus.
I got projectile vomited on a bus before.
It's like a year ago now.
Yeah, crazy. And then I'd sit in that vomit for hours as the police arrived because people were fighting.
Edinburgh's a lovely place.
Yeah.
Go to the film house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, that's a hard question. Let me sit with it.
I'm happy with my answer.
I'll write a whole ass plot.
Great. To go.
I'll write a whole ass plot to go.
Thank you so much for joining us. What a fabulous episode, Owen, wouldn't you say? Sorry, fantastic episode.
There you go. Took the word straight out of my mouth.
I'm sorry. Next week, I'm trying to remember what it is.
I don't remember what next week is.
I think it's The Naked Gun.
Oh, great.
I watched the original the other day. It's fucking funny.
Okay.
The man, every time. I'm not even going to spoil it. We'll talk about it. Yeah, The Naked Gun. Or I don't know what you're seeing. You're not seeing Bring Her Back, are you?
I might see Bring Her Back.
Okay.
Because I did like Talk to Me. And I think quite like to support some YouTubers turned directors.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then there was The Legend of Ochi, but I don't know if either of us will see that. So there's some stuff there.
Indeed.
We'll talk about next week. If you like this episode, like and subscribe and do that shit, and follow us on
Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, and TikTok, and Instagram.
Woohoo! And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.